So suppose there are two things, A into B is AB, right? Now here the product is not constant. Okay, the product is not constant. So the question says, suppose I increase A by 25%, right? By what fraction or by what percentage should B decrease so that the overall product, right? The overall product increases by 10%, right? Again, we'll use the same thing. Do you remember what we did previously? We said that if A is increasing by 25%, A becomes 5A by 4, and we were multiplying it with the reciprocal. Why we were multiplying it with the reciprocal? Because on the right hand side it was 1, right? That is why we were saying this. That is why we were saying this. Now this is no longer the case. But what you need to understand is that you still know the right hand side. The right hand side initially, which was 1, now has increased by 10%, right? So the right hand side is now 10% plus 1, right? Which is 110% of 1, which is 1.1, right? A is not required, sorry. A is not required because we are not concerned with the original numbers. Fine. So I can say this is 11 by 10. Can I find out what is this? This is a simple equation, right? 2, 5. From here I can say x is 22 by 25, right? Which means B has changed to 22 by 25B, right? B has changed to 22 by 25B. The idea is still the same. The moment I know this fraction or this coefficient on the right hand side, rather than having 1, I'm having some other number. Obviously, I can solve for x very quickly, right? So B becomes 22B by 5. So what is the percentage change? The percentage change is this: final minus initial upon initial into 100, right? And if you calculate this, you will get minus 12%. Right? Now here no formula is going to help you. 1.1 become 1.1 because the right hand side now has increased by 10%, right? Why were you multiplying initially with 4 by 5 or the reciprocal? Because you knew that the product is same, right? So if the product was AB, now it is still AB. It was still AB. That's why you were saying that, okay, we are not concerned with A and B. A and B will anyway cancel out. So right hand side was 1. So we said that if I have the coefficient as 5 by 4, I multiply it by 4 by 5. I have the right hand side as 1. But now the right hand side is no longer 1. The right hand side is 10% more than 1. Uh, 1.1 by 10 is not. So I did not write 1.1 by 10. If you notice the calculations, this is like crossed out. Okay. So this was 11 by 10. So either you write 1.1 or you write 11 by 10. So if I would have taken 1.1 as in the calculation, x would not have come out to be 22 by 5. Right? X would have come out to be 2.2 by 25. And the answer would have been incorrect. So I just removed this decimal. No decimal there. Okay. Clear? Okay. Fine. So let's quickly let me quickly create something and give it to you. Suppose I decrease. Now answers could be very bad because I'm just creating right now. Suppose I decrease B by 45%. By what percentage should A increase so that the product decreases by 20%. Let's try this out. Do you guys want to try this out? What happens is that you consume, let's say you consume C kgs, right? This is in kgs, let's say. Consume C kgs, and then there is a cost, right? Or a price, which is per kg, right? Price per kg, right? And that defines your expenditure. Now again, it's the same, it's the use of the same concept. If you increase your consumption, your price per kg must reduce in order for the expenditure to be constant, right? Or again, there could be a variation to this, the kind of variations that we are doing right now, where somebody could say that the price of wheat probably, increased by 40%. By what percent should the consumption reduce so that the expenditure increases by just 10%, right? So same concept. That's why I explained it as a concept, okay? Because it can be used at a lot of places. Yes, you can solve this by ratios, because ratio, percentage, everything is just the same. The ratio and percentages are not too different. So you can solve this, but it will be more tedious. Okay, a lot of answers I don't know. 14.5, 27.27. I don't have the answer. Let us quickly solve this. I just created the question right now, so sorry, I don't have the answer. Just give me a second. Let me see if you have 45.5. Okay, 14.5, 27.27. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure. Let's see. So B is decreased by 45%, right? B is decreased by 45%. So if B is decreased by 45%, what does B become? B becomes 55% of itself. What is 55%? 55% is 11 by 20, right? Now 11 by 20 must be multiplied by something so that the final product decreases by 20%. If it decreases by 20%, it becomes 80% of 1. So 80% is 4 by 5, right? So your X is 16 by 11, right? Which means that A should change from A to 16, A by 11, right? So the answer seems to be something around 45%, but let's double check. So what is the change? The change is final minus initial upon initial into 100. So 16A by 11 minus A upon A into 100, right? Which is 5 by 11 into 100, right? Which is 500 by 11. Now whatever this is, 45.45%, right? 45.45%. Okay, clear to everyone? So this is how you can very quickly do it. Okay, so this was about the second concept. Okay.